Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Margarita. Today I am making some freezer meals and I thought I would take you along. As a homeschooling mom of 4 kids, I love having freezer meals handy, especially on my deep cleaning days. I love being able to stick a casserole into the oven and in about an hour I have a hot and homemade meal for my family. Today I am making Mexican stuffed shells, lasagna roll-ups, a chicken Alfredo casserole, and I'm also making some beef egg rolls for the freezer as well. I hope you enjoy this video and get some ideas. I am starting out with my Mexican stuffed shells, and for this recipe I'm going to use some jumbo shells, some cream cheese, 1 pound of ground beef, 1 packet of taco seasoning, some taco sauce, some Mexican cheese, 1 jar of salsa, and for the salsa and the taco sauce I am using mild because my kids do not like spicy food. I'm starting out by browning my ground beef. I'm just breaking it up and adding 1 pouch of the taco seasoning. Once my meat has been cooked through, I'm adding half a cup of water and half of the package of cream cheese. I turned the heat off, I covered the skillet with a lid, and I'm just gonna let that cream cheese melt. My water has finally come to a boil and I'm just cooking the jumbo shells according to the package directions. Once the cream cheese is melted, I'm just gonna transfer the mixture into a bowl. I am using disposable pans today because these are going into the freezer. I'm just stuffing the shells. The shells I did rinse under cold water to stop them from cooking and sticking to each other. Once I have stuffed all of the shells, I'm just going to drizzle some of the taco sauce over them and cover them all with the cheese. The full recipe will be linked down below for you. Now you can either cook this right away at 350 for 30 minutes or you can freeze it. I am choosing to freeze this for a later time. I'm just wrapping it in foil and then I'm going to also wrap it in saran wrap. Next, I am moving on to the chicken Alfredo bake. I need some penne pasta, some chicken breasts, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, milk, and heavy cream, some garlic, and butter and flour. I'm just starting off by cutting my chicken breast into strips. You can also cube it, but I do prefer strips just because they're the similar size to the penne pasta. I am cooking my pasta according to the package directions. In a large skillet, I'm just adding some olive oil and I'm going to add my sliced chicken in it. I like to season my meat as I start cooking it, so I'm going to add salt and pepper. I'm going to stir everything together and I will cook the chicken until it is golden. Once the chicken has been cooked through, I'm just removing it into a bowl, and into the skillet I am leaving it on medium-low heat and I am adding 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm just letting it melt just a bit and I'm adding some minced garlic. I'm just going to saute it to release all of the aroma. Just don't burn your garlic. And then I'm going to add the flour, stir everything together, and I'm going to add the milk and the heavy cream. Next, I will bring the sauce to a simmer and add the cheese. Make sure you follow the recipe exactly and only add the amount of cheese it tells you to. In the past, when I've made this, I added more cheese once and it just ruined the sauce, making it too thick. I season the sauce with some pepper and some salt. I also like to taste it just to make sure it has enough seasoning as I cook. Once all of the cheese has melted, I'm going to add the chicken and the noodles into the cheese mixture and stir everything together. And now you just transfer your pasta mixture into your casserole dish. Since I am freezing mine is going into a disposable pan. Sprinkle the pasta with the remainder of the cheese. You can bake this at 375 for 20 minutes or freeze it. Next, I am moving on to the lasagna roll-ups. And for this recipe, you will need ground beef, an onion, some parsley. You'll need some lasagna noodles. You'll need ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, a jar of spaghetti sauce, an egg, and some garlic. And this recipe will be linked down below for you as well. First, I'm going to prepare my ricotta mixture. I'm just using the entire 16-ounce container. I'm going to add the mozzarella cheese, Parmesan cheese, parsley, an egg, some salt and pepper, and just give everything a good stir. I'm going to put this mixture aside and I'm going to go start working on my meat mixture. I'm going to grate 1 onion into a skillet and then I will add 1 pound of ground beef. I will season my meat with some salt and pepper and I will cook everything until the meat is browned. As my meat is cooking, I am also boiling the lasagna noodles. Once the meat has been cooked through, I'm just going to add about 4 cloves of garlic and I'm going to stir everything together for a couple of seconds before adding the jar of marinara sauce. I ended up adding about half a cup of water. I just felt that the mixture was too dry. I'm also adding basil, oregano, salt, and pepper. I'm stirring everything together. I'm going to taste it to make sure it tastes just right. Once my lasagna noodles have cooked through, I rinsed them under cold water, patted them dry, and laid them out on these sheets to make sure that they keep their shape. All right, it is time to assemble the lasagna roll-ups. I'm adding about half a cup of the mixture onto the bottom of the pan and spreading it. Then I am moving on to the lasagna roll-ups. I am spreading the ricotta cheese mixture on the noodles. Then I'm going to top it with the meat mixture and just roll them up. Once I have finished rolling up all 12 of the lasagna noodles, I'm going to top it with any remaining meat mixture I have, and then I'm going to top it with mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. I have two options. You can stick this into the oven at 375 for about 45 minutes, or you can freeze it. So all three of my casseroles are ready for the freezer. They are labeled and completely wrapped top and bottom with saran wrap. Next, I'm moving on to my egg rolls. This is technically not a full meal. It is a side, and it's something my husband loves to eat as a late night snack. So I'm using 2 packages of egg roll wraps, 2 pounds of ground beef. I'm also using about half of a small head of cabbage, thinly sliced, and about 4 shredded carrots. I'm going to start off by browning my meat on medium heat, and as always, I like to season it with salt and pepper. Once my meat mixture is cooked through, I'm going to drain the grease and I'm going to transfer it into a large bowl. I don't wash the skillet, I just put it back on medium heat and I transfer all of my sliced cabbage and carrots, and I'm just going to cook it down for a little bit. Once my cabbage and carrots have cooked down a little bit, I'm adding salt and pepper, and I'm going to continue cooking it until the veggies are done. You can get creative and add as much veggies as you want, but my family is picky and this is all that they will eat in the egg rolls. The cabbage and carrots are going into the bowl with the cooked ground beef, and I'm just going to give everything a good stir. If you've seasoned your veggies and your meat as you were cooking, everything should be seasoned through, but this is also a good time to taste everything to make sure it has enough salt and pepper. After I have washed my skillet, I am adding some vegetable oil into it. I don't measure, I just make sure it covers the egg roll about halfway when it is cooking. To make the egg roll wraps stick, you just need to add some water to the edges. I'm just scooping some of the mixture into the middle, and I'm going to fold it almost like an envelope and roll it up. Squish the egg roll filling inside as you roll it to shape it into the proper shape. I like to fry these on medium heat, and once they are golden on both sides, I transfer them into a bowl that I have ready. I have lined it with paper towels just to collect all of the extra oil that will drip out. I will link this recipe down below for you as well. Once the egg rolls have completely cooled, I transfer them into Ziploc bags. One of these bags is going to be for my husband to snack on. He just heats these up in the air fryer for a couple of minutes, and he has crispy egg rolls as a late night snack, and the other ones are going to be for dinner. To make the egg rolls a complete meal, I will be serving them with this Trader Joe's fried rice and a mandarin chicken. To prepare the fried rice, I just saute it in the large skillet with some soy sauce, and then I add some scrambled eggs. I prepare the mandarin chicken according to the package directions. I heat up the egg rolls at 350 for about 10 minutes until they are crispy. I hope you all enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in my next video.